Hi family, this is me about week 6. Sergeant Major's given me a 30-minute video just to do some personal stuff. So here we are. This is a town called Resolute. This is where we're opening up one of our clinics to treat all the locals for vaccinations and ailments, etc. Sergeant Major's just gone for a wander. In fact, he's coming back now. You can just see him cross the road there. He's doing a bit of mine clearance all by himself. So here we go. This is the town of Resolute. There's a river running by it, and there's my famous Land Rover 70 kJ 71. What a babe it's been to me for the last 6 weeks. It's even nicer than my car. Not. Okay, and just so you can see the clinic, this is the outside of the clinic. And for those of you that have never met the Sergeant Major before, he's doing a quick about turn now.
Hi.
This is my boss.
I'm off.
No messing about now. As I say, this is the clinic. House next door. Looks as though it's been hit by an RPG. A grenade type thing. It's also got a couple of potholes around it as well where it's been shot at. It's not a bad state for the houses around here though. As you can see, the clinic I'm walking towards now, it's had all its windows removed, but inside it's not too bad. Inside the clinic now, this is just a one-storey clinic that we've got here. This isn't the first one we were about to open. This opens on Friday. It's now Tuesday. The first one we opened was at a place called Streutzer, and basically the lads worked really hard to get it clean because it was absolutely full of crap, clothes and everything. This one isn't too bad. As you can see, it's littered slightly, but it's been cleaned up quite a bit because we've got the locals to do it rather than our lads doing it. Hopefully we'll get the one in Streutzer on Wednesday, tomorrow, and you'll be able to see my famous puppy dog that I've been taking care of and that I nearly got a fight into over. Nearly an international incident, but hey, the guy backed down. He shouldn't have hit his dog, so you'll be seeing that tomorrow. Okay, it's just got 2 rooms, this clinic. One will be for a doctor and the other will be for one of the medics that will be working here. And that's basically it. We're coming down here tomorrow, tidy all these papers up, clear all the rooms out, and then we'll be ready to start. And now I'll show you around the town of Resolute. I'm walking down the main street in Resolute. You're about to hear the Land Rover start up behind me. That's not the Sergeant Major leaving me behind. He's asked me to walk down so I can get some good stuff on the actual video. At least I hope he's not leaving me behind anyway. And as you might have heard the Sergeant Major shout there, I've just walked off with the Land Rover keys, so I'll be back in a sec. Now, a lot of the buildings around here you'll see are absolutely trashed. The thing is, some of this isn't fighting. Some of this is where the Muslims have managed to overpower the Serbs and managed to come into the local village and stay.
Well, don't worry about it. You should bring her in some sandwiches, Trace.
Oh, should I?
How are you sleeping?
I can't get comfortable. I never seem to have enough of these pillars.
You want one of them?
Yeah. And that's the Sergeant Major following me down now. You will see a few bullet holes, you can see a couple there. So there has been a little bit of fighting around here. It's just a shame I didn't have this piece of equipment with me last time I was out here. That would have been more fun. Okay, let's carry on down the street. As you can see, it's a bit of a ghost town. There is absolutely no one around. It's like something out of a movie set. As you can see, each and every house has been systematically burnt to the ground. All windows smashed out, absolutely looted. They took all the furniture with them. And I'm glad I can hear the Rover behind me because I wouldn't like to get stuck down here at night. Oh, there's a couple of locals down there. There is actually a few, believe it or not, they're living in houses like this. No doors, no windows, nothing. Some of them haven't even got roofs. Armoured are just parking up again now. As you can see, each house has just been trashed exactly the same as the one before it, burnt to the ground. How they've done it in such a quick time, I don't know. Okay, hi everyone, you've seen me on video for the first time. Again, we're still in Resolute. You can see the houses behind me, like I showed you before, are still trashed. Outside are all the contents. This is a lot of what we're doing, things like collecting drugs, clearing up, burning them, disposing of them properly. So there's a lot of needles about, which obviously you can get various diseases from. We've got all sorts of drugs, anti-sickness drugs. We've even got some ampules, as well as a lot of other stuff, beer cans, things like that. I shouldn't really be touching this because you never know where the mines are, but hey, that's me. I've got 9 lives. There's a lot of medicine bottles around here as well. So this is Resolute, and what we'll do, we'll take a further look down, see if there's anything else of interest. Okay, we're leaving the rover now, so I've got my kit on, I've got my magazine on just in case anything happens. Top round in the magazine is always a tracer. Tracer's painted red, so at night time you can see where your first shot goes. Little tip for you guys. So we're just going to have a quick wander down into the street and leave the rover. You can see all the houses still systematically trashed and burned. Every single one the same. It's such a shame because this was probably a lovely village before. You can hear the river behind you, you can actually see it to your right hand side. It was probably a gorgeous village. I wouldn't have minded living here, but like I say, they've trashed every single bit. So we'll walk down a bit further and see if there is any houses left standing. Okay, we're at a junction now. Both roads lead off to certain parts of the villages. If you look down either road, you can still see every single house is trashed. I can see one with a roof on, and that's about it. There's one that looks as though it's been left alone. It's even got a window in fact. But if you look down each road, then you can see the houses are all burnt to cinders. And if we look up into one, there's no one lurking behind a window here. This was probably where someone lived one day. It's just rubble now. Where these people are, we don't know. Some of them are moving back into the locations because the war's ceased. Some of them have obviously got a house like this and they can't move back, so they've moved to other locations. Some of them are probably in Derby right now. And that's about Resolute. As you can see behind me, in front of me, the view is absolutely magnificent. Surrounded by hills. It's not exactly sunny today, it's quite warm. It's just a shame the sun isn't out because this would be absolutely beautiful. We'll just walk up to the bridge to see the river. Running quite fast at the minute. That's probably because we've had a bit of rain over the last couple of days. As you can see, if you look over this side, you can actually see where some of the personal equipment's gone. We've got washing machines in the river and everything. So this was probably a nice river to swim in a couple of years back, but now, no, I don't think I'd chance it. And again, the houses over the bridge, exactly the same, absolutely trashed. So, watch out! Bang! Hey, hi again guys. It's Wednesday the 8th of May. Just popped up to a place called Sansky Moss. This is where we've got one of the sections attached to one of the battle groups, the light infantry. This is A section. This is where they live in, that's the house. Pretty cushy. As you can see, it's about 2.5 hours north of Supervone. As you can see, it's really, really hot. Or should I say sunny. And this is where the light infantry stay. So the medics up here have got it really, really cushy, while the light infantry dossing it a bit. Obviously you can't see that it's hot, but trust me, it bloody well is. I'm not going to spend long on this because I've only got a half-hour tape, so. This place, a couple of weeks ago, it was. This is a bit of a dodgy place. Found mass graves, the mayor's being lynched, one of the local judges has been hanged. It's quiet at the moment, but apparently at night that's when a few of the rounds start flying. Not really aimed at the Brits, just aimed up in the air in general. Like I say, there's a lot of tension here. This is a Muslim town, and there's still a lot of tension. Here's the guys. He's back to us, that's Sergeant Major, who you saw earlier on in the video. That's the troop commander, the OC. Both my bosses. Just in the background is A section, a couple of the blokes. That's the medical officer. The section sergeant just walking away. Let's have a quick look inside them. Here they've got one Land Rover, 2 armoured vehicles parked there, the 432s, they're armoured ambulances. Another 432, that acts as the radio station. That's a 127 ambulance, they're the proper normal, virtually civilian type ambulances that made for the military. Just one person I'd like to introduce you to, and that's Rano. That's our interpreter. Say hi, Rano. Hi. Thank you. He joined us yesterday, and he'll be staying with myself, the OC and the Sergeant Major for the duration of the tour. Only another 5 months. Okay, just walking through the door to the treatment room. Again, pretty basic. We've got all the drugs there that we need. All life-saving materials as well. Remember, this is just an old house that A section have moved into, and this is their treatment room. And then we walk into the ops room. When A section are actually in this base, this is where they stay when they're on radio stag. Have to man the radios 24 hours a day in case they have any casualties coming in. Okay, it's a bit noisy, but let's have a walk upstairs to the accommodation. See what the view's like as well. Over there you've got the Dutch Marines working as well. So it's quite a multinational camp. This is the sort of view they've got from the top of their stairs at Sansky Moss. Outside stairs, I might add, believe it or not. Okay, I don't know what we're going to find in the accommodation. Hope everyone's decent. Lance Corporal Gareth Cole, say hi. Hello. That's Gary Cole. Coley, as he's known as. This is the TV room. A nice balcony. As you can see, it's nice and peaceful around here. Sorry, as you can hear. Okay, just walking into the accommodation now. Again, very basic living. What they've done is put stretchers or camp beds and built them up on stones, and then sleeping on a doss bag on top. And that's Private Matt Barrett. Say hi, Private Matt Barrett. Alright, Matt. Glad I caught him decent. And that's the basic living accommodation. So that's A section. Still in A section. Oh, Corporal Lee Glide there. censored. I think we'll leave it at that. We've got all the